Should we start it like that? What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule back with another review for you here. We're going ultra professional today by banging in the bags. But anyway, we're trying something like super different because this time not only are we at the capsule, but also we're doing a regional product for the first time. So I was at my local HEB. I was taking pictures of some, limited edition products like I do. Follow me on Instagram at ConsumerTC. Find some of the stuff that I am talking about. But what I ended up finding is that there were some store brands that I really kind of was digging on. HEB last spring or like early summer came out with their thin chip version of special recipe chips. They're limited edition flavors that are numbered. But when they came out, it was about last June, they came out with number 1 and 4, but skipped 2 and 3. It was kind of weird. But number 1 was Korean barbecue and number 4 was Italian sausage and peppers. Those have kind of disappeared off the shelves right now and they've been replaced with number 2, which is Skillet Queso. Shout out to the 45th Street Chili's, am I right, guys? And number 3, which is pot roast, which is just super weird. Like, they wouldn't go to like Texas brisket or something, or like pot roast? I don't know. It seems like a very weird thing, but these might be the first ever pot roast chips. I don't know of any other pot roast chips that have ever been out. So, especially version number 3 caught my attention, so I was pretty excited about that. Skillet Queso, a little bit more traditional, but, still worth a shot. So, I figure, let's clue in everybody as to what HEB is capable of for those of us that are in Texas and apparently in Northeast Mexico. So I'm gonna open up this bag here. Excuse me, it's the first time I've opened up a bag of chips, apparently. Let's see here. You wanna just take a look right into that bag? There we go. Ooh, boy, it does have a distinctly queso smell. Ooh, man, smell that, dude. It's like it really is like a queso flavor, and it almost has like a chili kind of kick to it, too. But, here's what the chips themselves look like. There's some decent coverage. The color itself is a little bit light, like a light brown, yellowish. Covers about half the chip or so. A little spotty, but not necessarily a bad thing. Definitely have a real spicy kind of smell to them. So let's see how they taste. The queso flavor is more on the back end. Up front, you're just getting kind of a salty potato chip. I don't know, man. Want to try one? It's got a queso flavor, but here's what's weird. I don't know about you guys, and I mean, I'm sure that somebody's going to say, like, you're an idiot. Obviously, people do this. Do people use queso on regular potato chips? Or is that just a tortilla chip thing? Because to me...
No, just tortilla chips.
It's just tortilla chips, right? So... it's a weird flavor combination. It does taste like queso, right? I mean, it's as much as you can make, like a creamy queso into a skillet queso, if you will, into like a powder. I think that they've pretty much done it. I feel like those lab technicians in San Antonio that are working on special recipes in weird order kind of nailed this flavor, but I just don't associate a potato chip as a necessary time to integrate queso flavor. So they have a good flavor, but it's not like it's not necessarily the best fit. I would be interested to see if they could throw this on some tortilla chips. I mean, maybe that would be a little bit better, but for a potato chip, it's very good though. You want another one? Ironically, I don't think they would be good dipped into queso because they're very, very, very salty. And they might kind of steal the show from the queso a little bit. But really not too bad. The chips themselves are lighter and crispier than like a Cape Cod chip. Like they're not like that super, super crunchy kettle chip. But they kind of do have that like reminiscence to like the kettle style chip. They're thin and they're crispy, but they're not quite as like hard and crunchy as like the true like kettle chip. So, you know, not too bad. I mean, for a store brand, look, these bags are like the size of a baby and they're $1.98. I mean, that's like an insane deal. But let's face it, who cares about queso? That's tame. We're here for the pot roast chips. That's what ended up getting this impulse buy out of me, and I was like, is anybody in 49 states gonna care about this review? And I was like, they're pot roast chips. Like somebody somewhere is gonna care about it. Man, I'm trying hard. All I smell is potato chip. And it just kind of looks like potato. Do you smell anything else at all?
Get a little pot roast.
Really? What about pot roast do you smell? You know what? That last time it does kind of, yeah. It's got the carroty beef kind of kind of vibe to it. Man, I like it when the chips are all folded up, like the straight chips. Like I'm looking for some folded up deals, and it's not really happening for me. So I'm gonna try one of these. The thing with this, it looks like it's got almost nothing on it. Maybe it's deceiving, I don't know. But, you know, I'll give it a shot. Oh, man. Okay. It's pot roast, yep. It's like a saltier pot. Isn't it not weird, man? Oh, my God. But, like, it's weirdly better than pot roast. Like, I'm not super big on pot. Like, I'll eat pot roast, I guess, but this is really nice.
That was salty.
Oh. But I still like it better than pot roast, though. It is distinctly pot roast. I don't know how they did this one. You know, it's like, you do those, like, Lay's flavor challenges or whatever. Somebody will come out with an idea like chicken and waffles. You're like, whoa, it tastes like chicken and waffles. And you're like, well, yeah, obviously, it's like, all you need to do is, you know, put like a maple syrup flavor in there. I'm sure they already have something that's like a reasonable facsimile to chicken. Pot roast is like carving out its own path. Like, this is weird. I taste like celery and carrots, gravy. I taste the beef.
It's got a meat finish.
It has a meat finish. Even the smell has a meat finish. It really does. Like, at first, I wasn't really getting any smell to it that was distinctive, but when I kind of backed away a little bit, you were really starting to, I was starting to get that pot roasty kind of vibe to it. Like, because the meat in pot roast, the beef that they use, is so distinct from any other kind of beef. So it was risky. It was risky to call it pot roast, but they nailed it. Man, great job, HEB. You nailed the flavor. So what we do here is we do a little thing called the Capsule Countdown, where we rank, but in this case, two different things. We also do the gimmick grade, where we grade the idea itself. Ryan, what are we gonna do?
Gimmick.
Gimmick. All right, gimmick first. I gotta grade them separately. Like, I just kind of have to. I feel like queso on a chip isn't a wild gimmick. I feel like to measure up to Korean barbecue, Italian pepper, Italian sausage and pepper, and especially pot roast, the gimmick of the Skillet Queso, it's about a 5.5 out of 10. You know, it's okay. Really putting queso on a potato chip, I guess, maybe is a little bit innovative, and the bag is nice, but nothing special. I gotta tell you, pot roast potato chips, this gets a 10. The gimmick grade is 10. It's perfect. This is as good of a bag and flavor and idea, execution, as I've ever seen in a chip. This is how you do it right. And this is why Look, HEB is so regionalized that I didn't want to make a review video about it, but I had to when I saw the pot roast. I gotta tell you, this is a 10. This is what the measuring stick is for a gimmick in chips for probably a long time to come. So I'm very, very happy with that. Capsule countdown in terms of flavor. I'm giving a flavor score of 7.5 to the Skillet Queso. Pretty solid. You know, I mean, really, I don't necessarily need queso potato chips, but they really pulled it off well. Great queso flavor. And, you know, pretty solid. I mean, and for $1.98, like, geez, man, that's a deal. I thought Pringles were a good deal. This is a freaking unbelievable deal. Yeah, you want some more of that? It's nice. I gotta say, 7.5, solid score. But hey, it's coming in second. What's up?
Whose queso does that taste like?
You know, it doesn't, because here's the thing. It's so powdery that it distracts you from, like, when I think queso, like, consistency is a big part of it, right? And it doesn't taste like just like that Velveeta and Rotel queso. It tastes like a spicier version of queso, like maybe almost like a Torchy's queso. You know, they have like green chili queso. Like, I feel like there's some other flavors that are integrated in it. And it does kind of have like that meat, like I was saying earlier, like a chili, like kind of mixed chili with it. So maybe like a homemade queso where you're integrating some ground beef and stuff. I feel like that's really more kind of the vibe that I'm getting from it.
It's like a Chili's queso.
It's like a Chili's queso. So yeah, great job on that, but definitely gonna have to get second place today, because number one is my new best friend, the pot roast special recipe thins chips from HEB. The flavor. How often do you get something that's flavored as something else and it elevates the game? You know, not that often. Usually it has to meet those expectations, and or it's constrained by those expectations. In this case, the HEB version of pot roast on this chip, it's a 9 out of 10. It's not quite perfect, but man, is it close. Really, really, really nice execution. They nailed all the flavors. The gimmick is definitely a 10. But in terms of a composite score, I mean, a 19, like, I don't know if I've ever even ranked anything quite that high. This is phenomenal. If you are anywhere near HEB, or if you got a buddy that'll mail one to you or something, go out of your way to get these pot roast chips, because this is a special event, and I hope that they stick around for a little while. But I have a feeling that they're going to disappear in 4 or 5 months like the other ones did. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. It's Consumer Time Capsule on YouTube, which is probably where you're watching right now. And like the video, for God's sake. Please, it can't kill you, right? Ryan, you like it too, man. I know you. But anyway, also follow me at ConsumerTC on Instagram and Twitter. You'll figure out what I'm doing at all these grocery stores, taking these pictures and finding out what is new and sharing that info with you. So till next time, thanks for joining me. Let me know what you think of the review. Did it alienate too much did it alienate 49 states of the US, or are you guys still kind of digging it anyway? Let me know, and I will definitely catch you next time, and I'm probably going to catch you next time with something that has national appeal. But anyway, till then, I'll miss you till I see you.